do like a fight on the network at 2 o'clock in Atlantic City on one network, and then we'd walk across the street and do a 4 o'clock fight on the other, on another network. You know, there was such a
CBS Sports, NBC Sports.
There was such an appetite.
And Bobby working, you was that one time y'all did about 4 shows on one set.
We did, listen, it was remarkable, but people, so you had masses of people that could relate and identify with the guy that was fighting. He was known to them in the community. I know Johnny, and Uncle Jerry, you remember Johnny? Yeah, there he is. You know, Johnny is going there fighting. You know, they cut that out. If you ain't a pay-per-view fighter, you don't get there, and they select. These are executives where I have nothing I can say negative about them. But they don't know boxing, and yet they turn around and be the one who tell you who you're going to fight, how you're going to fight, and whoever tells them the best story, not the best fight.
Yeah. And not even the best story. They don't even know that.
They don't know nothing, but they take it over, and then you have to dance to their music or you don't dance. So we just want to bring a little rhythm and blues, a little salsa to the thing. You know what I mean? It's a different kind of a dance. You know what I mean? And it's going to be for the masses, but that's what it is. And it's universal, all over the world.
And Larry Merchant in the crowd got so pissed that he jumped up and cussed everybody and left the arena. We was doing that and we did the press conference. He got pissed with both of them. It went crazy. Tony Snap.
Father, you know not what he's doing.
Tony Snap. Larry cat man cussed everybody. He said it was going to be a great fight. Exciting.
We had Mayweather and Judy, and these wouldn't do anything. They were distributing, they were getting a fee. There was no 24/7. They wouldn't do a countdown show. So King and I went crazy. We had a press conference in Atlantic City. We bashed the shit out of them. So, I mean, but they deserved it. They had it coming. Because the truth is, a lot of these people, a lot of these people, their whole agenda was to get rid of Don and myself. We're the old guys, we knew, they said we were difficult, which we weren't, because we knew more than they did, and put in our place promoters who didn't even know how to promote. That was their agenda, that was their plan. I mean, he just did a fight with Gary Shaw. Gary Shaw, you know more about promoting. He gets up and says, I don't care if I sold 500 tickets.
Silverdome.
Don't matter, right, Don?
He is the best. He is the best. I ain't never seen nobody like him. You know, so it's needless to say they resent, and so naturally he don't like Bob. You know what I mean? And they facetiously say that he likes me. But that's the way it goes. But they don't understand how they even got there. HBO got there because I decided, since Jim Spencer, who's a dear friend of mine right now, he's teaching. He offered me $750,000 for Larry Holmes and Mike Weaver. I said I want $1 million. He says, he went back, he came back from Rooney, he said, I give you $800,000, that's all we're going to give you. I got Michael Fuchs, who had $30,000 budget. And I said, Michael, because he kept helping to get some boxing. I said, I'm going to give you the heavyweight championship with, how much can you get? He said, I ain't got but these. Let me go get all my guys, get all the budget together. He came up with $125,000. I gave him the fight for the $125,000. And that began HBO boxing. Red Smith, the inimitable Red Smith, wrote a column, the ones the network let get away. And then I put on, what's his name, Roberto Duran and Carlos Palomino as the second match in the Garden. And we did 15,000 to 16,000 fans in the Garden, you know what I mean? And the fight was a sensational fight. That's how HBO got started, because the Green Shade Boys in Connecticut, they wasn't for boxing either, that's why they were rolling. But that changed their minds, you know what I mean? Because when Red Smith wrote that column. Wow. What he's saying is absolutely correct. You know, if you don't do it like we like it to be done, then we'll go do it in the field. Give it to the people. And that's what the difference is. Nobody stands up.
The only fights that HBO did were fights that two of us promoted. For years.
But they forgot from whence they come. You know, when the party for the world, with me and Dale Earnhardt and all of us, we were doing revolutionary things, putting on the best matches, and I always put on a card what he and we are doing right now. Each match, you know, is an interest in itself. It's like a main event. So we got co-features, you know what I mean? Not undercards. You know what I mean? And so people are going to like this because they're going to see, they get their money's worth, and they come up, when is the next one? When they leave and they say, when is the next one? That's when you know you got it. They're fans then. And this is what we have to do. But when you ain't got, they going to give you this, no date here, and, oh, you have to fight a certain guy's fighter. Otherwise, not this is the best match. This is my man, so you got to fight my man's fighter. And if you don't fight him, you don't get no date.
You see, one of the most dramatic things in the fight, particularly when you have fighters from different countries, are the anthems before the fight. Now, when we do pay-per-view, I insist that the anthem, particularly the Philippine anthem, that these gorgeous women come in and they beautiful voices, and the Mexican anthem is very stirring. Now, watch an HBO fight or a Showtime fight. They shit-can the answer.
Can't believe that. That's one of my biggest arguments. What he's saying now, that did in my heart.
Great drama.
I'm the only in America man. You know what I mean? And what he's saying now is so true because I would bring them flags and have the guys in there, have the Marine Corps, have the generals, everybody in there. People that put themselves in harm's way to protect and safeguard the freedoms and liberties that we enjoy. And now you're going to tell me if for a ratings point or something, you're going to put that aside? That's what gives you the opportunity to have a ratings point.
You imagine if they told the NFL no anthem before the game. They throw them out.
That's right. That's why they went and got their own network. Their NFL network. That's what they did. They couldn't do that anyway, but that's why they went and got their own network. Because now we all are entrepreneurs trying to find ways and means to get away, to escape the persecution that's coming. You know what I mean? And it's what's understandable. So I'm telling you, man, but that national anthem is the greatest thing we got. And it's launched a lot of stars. What we had Marvin Gaye singing, you know, the national anthem out there when he had a prize fighter named Andy Price. And he wanted me to put Andy in the ring. And so he said, man, I'll come and I said, will you sing the national anthem? He said, yes. So I put Andy Price in, he gonna beat Sugar Ray Leonard. He didn't last around. But he broke the house down, that national anthem.
Yes, he did.
Broke the house down.
What about Ray Charles?
Oh man, Ray Charles.
Beautiful.
Oh man, he did our fight, yeah. You know what I mean?
The Ray and Ray. And that was the fight was over with there. That was the fight was over with after that.
Yeah, when Ray got through singing, Leonard was finished.
No, he won that.
He won it.
He won that one. Which one?
That was the second one.
No, that's the second one he won.
Right, but no, that's Ray Charles.
Yeah, but that got it because Ray, he sang such a beautiful song and inspired. Because you know, Sugar Leonard was named after Ray Charles.
I know it.
And they got inspired. But
and Ray Leonard went up to this level. And he came back and whooped the Ray's ass.
Man, shit, that was right. That's right. Ray Charles, man.